I only had 3 days in Shanghai. And somehow, when I was sitting in the train station leaving, I felt like I just experienced the entire year. I saw things I had never seen before, ate food I didn't even know existed, and experienced a side of China that I honestly wasn't expecting. So, let me take you back to the beginning. I live in Beijing, so going to another major city in China isn't exactly something I thought would completely blow my mind. But this time it's different. I didn't have to worry about what we're doing and what we're eating and where we're going. I just show up. And honestly, that made the trip even better, because instead of spending 3 days on planning a perfect trip, I could just experience it. This was my first time in Shanghai, and my first impression was, wow. I genuinely don't know how else to describe it. My brain kind of went blank. I was just looking at the buildings thinking, oh, that's a thing? I didn't know this city could look like this. Everything felt huge. The buildings were ridiculously detailed, well, both inside and outside. Even something as simple as an escalator could be curved and look like it belonged to the future. And then there was the night. I think one of the biggest differences I noticed was how much I enjoyed Shanghai at night. There were people everywhere. The city felt busy, but at the same time, really down to earth. In Toronto, I felt like I'm always trying to enjoy the good weather and the sunlight. But in Shanghai, I actually wanted the night to last longer. And having my friends there made everything feel less like a tourist trip and more like I was just living in the city for a few days. I actually wanted the night to last longer. But probably the biggest surprise of the trip was the food. Especially this. Crab roll noodles. Before this trip, I had never tried anything like this. The noodles were salty, but the crazy part was that the crab roll flavor was basically everywhere. It still felt like I was eating noodles, but somehow the entire noodle tasted like crab roll. I don't even know how they did that. And then we had these dishes. And that they literally set on fire. I wasn't expecting dinner to turn into a performance. And this was one of those moments where I realized I came to Shanghai thinking I was going to see the city, but half of the experience was actually tasting it. Then we went to Shanghai Tower. And this was probably the moment where my brain went blank for the second time. I had seen pictures of Shanghai before, but seeing this thing in person is completely different. The building itself was already crazy, but then we went up.
Now we are taking the world's fastest high-speed elevator. 电梯最快速度可达每秒18米。Fastest speed is 18 meters per second. 仅55秒便可到达上海之巅观光厅。 In only 55 seconds, we will reach observatory of Shanghai Tower. 118层到了，祝您参观愉快。We have arrived at 118th floor. Wish you a pleasant tour.
This is our last show today. 各位来宾，晚上好。
And when I finally saw the view,
请购买过天使642的客人尽快前往
I just... This was the kind of view where you don't really know what to say. You just keep looking. And then my friends decided that standing at the top of one of the tallest buildings in the world wasn't enough. So they convinced me to sing and dance to do this to them in front of the camera.
刚说来着，聊啥呀？
捂嘴。
One of my favorite places wasn't actually the tallest building. It was Town God's Temple. Because this place felt completely different. You have traditional Chinese architecture, traditional culture, and then, right beside it, there are restaurants, vendors, shops, and tourists. And somehow, all of these existed together. I started imagining what this place would have looked like hundreds or maybe even thousands of years ago. Imagine everyone here wearing traditional clothes, the buildings around them, the streets, the same atmosphere. And then I looked around again. The people were different. The clothes were different. The technology was different. But the feeling of people simply walking through the same kind of space felt strangely familiar. That was something I really appreciated about Shanghai. It wasn't just showing me the future. It was showing me how the past could still exist inside the present. And of course, we had to go to the Bund. Except Shanghai decided to give us one last challenge. It started raining insanely hard, but even with the rain, standing here and looking across the river, I understood why people come to Shanghai just to see this. And then 3 days were over. I was sitting in the train station waiting to leave. And for some reason, everything started to come back to me. The food, the tower, the streets, the temple, the stupid dance my friends convinced me to do, everything. 3 days really wasn't enough. I went to Shanghai thinking I was just going to spend a few days with my friends, but I came back with memories and felt much bigger than 3 days. I experienced things I never experienced. I thought of things I never seen. And honestly, I think that's what traveling is supposed to be. Not trying to see everything, but seeing something that makes you want to come back. In Shanghai, I'll be back.